In case you are not aware, it is 5 times more expensive to market to new customers than to get repeat customers to come into your restaurant. Building repeat customers should be your number one marketing plan. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how to quickly grow your repeat customer base so that you can build an army of regulars and raving fans. All right, how you doing today? It's Dave Allred, the Real Barman here from barpatrol.net and therealbarman.com. And in case you weren't paying attention and you zoned out like a 4-year-old watching cartoons, growing a customer base of raving fans is the number one marketing strategy you should be implementing. Why? Well, besides the stat I just told you about it being 5 times more expensive to market to new customers than regulars, check this out. If you increase your customer loyalty by just 5%, it can increase your profits by 80 to 90%. What in the hell did I just say? That's insane. 80 to 90%. All right. In addition, at least 35% of your total revenue right now is provided to you from your regulars, but you're going to increase that number even more. Now, as the title of this episode indicates, I'm going to provide you with 4 strategies to grow your regulars. But what goes without saying that I'm not going to cover here is that your bar and restaurant needs 1, good quality food, 2, good quality drinks, and 3, great customer service. All right, that goes without saying, so I'm not focusing on those today. All right, I'm just going to assume you have that all taken care of, because if your food and drinks and service sucks, then these strategies are a moot point because nobody's coming back anyway. All right, with that said, let's jump into the 4 magic strategies for growing your customer base into a massive group of happy people who fall in love with your place and continue to come back again and again. All right, because people are a creature of habits. And if we can just get them to come back into your place just 3 times, all right, they have a 77% chance of becoming a regular. So that's the magic number here. And you will not have a problem hitting that number if you follow these strategies I'm about to give you. Okay, so strategy number 1 is the Taffer method. And I've talked about this in my restaurant management masterclass. It's a highly effective method that, when executed correctly, gets your guests to come in that targeted 3 times. Now, with modern marketing, there's even a better way to execute the Taffer method that I'll talk about in just a minute. But here's the basics of how it works. Okay, we all know John Taffer, right? He's this overheated tyrant on Bar Rescue that screams at bar owners like he's like a drill sergeant and tells them how, what pathetic excuses of human beings they are. All right, and it's all for the drama, of course, but he really does know his stuff. And his little gem works like magic. All right, basically what you do is you create these cards about the size of business cards that have 1 free appetizer printed on the card. All right, these are to be handed out to strangers who have never been to your restaurant, which means you either need to hand them out yourself or recruit your staff to hand them out. All right, you can create like a contest for them. Whoever gets the most people to come in using their cards, they win a prize or whatever. It works great. Okay, so when someone comes in, everyone knows that that's this person's first time being here because they have this card with the appetizer on there, the free appetizer, and they go inform the manager that this person is here. The manager comes by and tells them how great it is to have them in. They chat them up. They get them their free appetizer. And then once the appetizer is finished, the manager drops by again and asks how it was. All right, the people will most likely be polite and say they liked it because it was free for one thing. And hopefully they do like it or they aren't coming back. So as we spoke about earlier, then the manager says, great, well, if you like that, you're going to love insert home run dish here. Okay, he pulls out his own business card and he writes on the back, 50% off of the home run dish. And he signs his name and says, come back and try this out. You're going to love it. All right, now we've got them back that second time because who doesn't want 50% off a great meal? All right, so then the process is repeated one more time. The guest comes in, presents the 50% off card to the server. Server goes and gets the manager. They serve the home run dish. And when they're finished, the manager stops by, says, hey, how was it? How'd it go? They say, oh, we loved it. It was great. And he says, you know what? You've got to try our chocolate volcano brownie next time. And he offers another card with his signature for a free dessert and asks them to come back and try that. Now we've got them back for that magic 3 times and that 77% chance that they're going to become a regular. All right, and I know I sort of rushed through that strategy, but I didn't want to insult your intelligence because we can all see the pattern here of getting them to come back 3 times. So that's the old Taffer method, which still works. Or something similar to that, which you might come up with that gets people in, gets them to come in 3 times. You're giving stuff away, you're getting them to come back. But nowadays, there are methods that employ the same fundamental strategy as the Taffer method, but they are far more effective because of modern technology. All right, and the first one of those is email marketing. All right, that's strategy number 2. And before you get all turned off because you don't know anything about email marketing or you don't believe in email marketing, you need to take a minute and open your mind to new possibilities. All right, this is what rich people do. They consider all angles. It's the people who get stuck in the traditional methods and don't try new strategies that go extinct. All right, so don't be the dodo bird of the restaurant world. Open your mind and thrive. Email marketing can and will increase your customers and your sales. And number 3, which we're going to talk about in a second, is even more powerful. All right, so with email marketing though, you need to first offer your guests an incentive to give up their email because people's email is extremely valuable to them. And they aren't giving it out unless you provide them with something like a free appetizer or 50% off their meal or something that gets them excited. All right, then once you have their email, you could market to these people for free forever or until they unsubscribe. All right, the only thing you might want to invest in is like an email service provider, which allows you to house all of their emails and all your subscribers. And then you can send out emails to all that database whenever you want. All right, it's very organized. And you can also create automated follow-up series that goes out to all your subscribers once they sign up. You can space the emails out. You can schedule them. It's amazing. Okay, so for instance, I use Aweber for my email list. All right, it's free for like your first 500 subscribers. And then for like $29 per month, you can have up to 2,500 subscribers. It is worth it in a big way. So with that said, you might be asking, okay, Smarty Pants Dave, what exactly do you send these subscribers once they sign up to my list? Well, I'm glad you asked because there are an unlimited number of ideas for what you can send, what emails you can send to your subscribers that go way beyond sending them just like coupons and discounts. All right, people like discounts, but if that's all you ever send them, they're going to stop opening your emails. It gets boring. And even if they do, all you're ever going to get are these cheap people coming into restaurants expecting free stuff and complaining all the time. We know those people, right? So instead, we want to create a relationship with them through the emails. All right, we want them to get to know us, get to know our staff, get to know our culture, our menu, our weekly and monthly events. And you can do all of this through the email for free. In fact, to help you out here, if you click up here, or you go in the description, you can download my email marketing domination templates for free. It's 21 sample emails that you can steal from me. All right, you can just copy, paste, and customize them to make them your own. All right, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to say to your customers who are signed up to your list to get them to come in at least 3 times to make them regulars so they will spend, obscene amounts of money with you. All right, because creating this big list, this big database of customers is the ultimate goal. As the saying in business goes, the money is in the list, which means the bigger your database of contacts, the more money you're going to make. All right, there's no hidden secret here. It is a clear-cut path of certainty to the promised land if you grow your list. All right, if you go get the email domination templates and get on my email list, all right, see how that works? I'll talk to you more about how to grow your list and how to kill it with email marketing in those emails I send you beyond that. So I'll expand more on how to market in those email lessons. Okay, so now that brings us to number 3, which is text message marketing. And this is similar to email marketing in that you need to provide an incentive in order to get your customers' phone numbers now instead of emails. And if you're squeamish about sending out text marketing, you need to unsqueam. I know that's not a word, but I like it. All right, so you need to unsqueam yourself right now. Now, as I mentioned, text message marketing is even more effective than email marketing, and that's because 98% of people open text messages. Not to mention that 90% of people who subscribe to a text message list for restaurants are still subscribed 2 years later because this is the way people want to communicate. This is how they want to get their marketing. All right, so this works very similar to email marketing in that you schedule messages to send out to people on your list to get them to come in. All sorts of different things. Like I said, you can text events, you can text specials, anything to get people alert and aware of your place. All right, where it's different than email marketing is that text messages are shorter and text marketing is actually easier to do than email marketing. All right, it's more effective and it's easier. All right, now the service I recommend using here for text marketing is Text2VIP. And if you enter Barman in the promo code when you go to sign up, it's free to sign up to start with. They will give you 1,000 free text messages to send out so you can try it out. All right, they normally only give 50 free texts, but since you and I, we're pals, you get an extra 950 text messages to play with to see if it's effective for you. So there's no risk. All right. Plus, they will set up your account for free. All right, I'm going to show you everything, how it works, easy peasy. And again, you're using text marketing to get them to come in at least 3 times, and then there's that 77% chance they're going to become a regular. All right, so it's the Taffer method on steroids. Okay, so that's number 3. The last one on the list for growing your regulars is a loyalty program. And I know that some of you don't feel like summoning the energy to run a loyalty program, but it really is a powerful way to build a huge following of regulars. I mean, think about it. When you belong to a place that gives you rewards and discounts and everyone knows you because you come in all the time, where are you going to go every time? All right, like I belong to a movie club through Cinemark theaters because my wife and I, we love to go to the movies. And it's like $10 per month. And I get like a free ticket once per month, which is great because they're like $16 to go to the movies now. And I get 25% off all my popcorn and candy and drinks and stuff. And because I belong to that club, I don't go see the movies anywhere else. All right, I have a movie theater like less than a mile from my house, but I go to the one 6 miles away because I belong to that club and I want my discounts. All right, the same goes for you. If they belong to your loyalty program and you're giving similar rewards and discounts, all right, they're going to choose your place every time. All right, now many POS systems these days have rewards programs built in, or you can go through like a third party like 5 Stars or Incentivo. It's totally worth it. Okay, so that's your training session for the day on how to grow your regulars like crazy and thus grow your sales. And when it comes to marketing, as I've said before, and I'll keep saying it again, your number one goal needs to be how to create a method or strategy to build repeat customers. It's going to save you money and increase your money at the same time. It's just going to take some action on your end to make it happen. Nothing happens without action. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned something. I am going to see you next time. I'm out.